Ako si Mark Lopez and my program is Pugad Vloggers, aired every Monday to Friday from 7 to 8 p.m. sa Radyo Bandido TV simulcast on 𝗕𝗹CE 8:10 a.m. sa Sky Cable Channel 224 TV Plus boxes and on free-to-air TV. Also sa facebook.com 𝗕𝗹CE 8:10 a.m. and our official YouTube channel.
Pugad Vloggers, ako raw titirisin, salot sa bayan wawalisin, walang sasantuhin, ang saya-saya nakakabaliw, kasama natin ang tropang Pugad Vloggers. Pugad Vloggers.
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Ngayon ay ika-18 ng Hulyo, Tuesday. At next week, Monday next week ay mapapakinggan na natin ang ating Pangulo sa kanyang SONA. So abangan po natin ang pag-uulat ng Pangulo sa kanyang sambayanan tungkol sa mga nagawa ng gobyerno para sa mga mamamayan at kung ano pa ang ating dapat asahan sa mga taon na hinaharap. Yan po ay sa Lunes, July 24, ang tabayanan po ninyo. Ngayon pong araw na ito ay maganda naman ang panahon, no? Hindi umuulan. So I think that the tropical depression is now out of the Philippines area of responsibility. Ngayong araw po nito ay pinalad kami na maimbitahan ng Metropolitan Manila Development Authority sa kanilang bagong opisina sa Julia Vargas sa Pasig. Okay? At kami po ay itinur sa building at ipinakita sa amin ang state-of-the-art na monitoring system ng MMDA. Ito po ay nagmonitor ng traffic sa buong Kamaynilaan. Sabi nila ay may tinatayang more than 1,000 na CCTV cameras na nag-feed, no, sa MMDA para malaman ang status ng traffic. Ang MMDA po ay ang kanyang mandate ay order ng traffic at saka ng response kung anuman ang mga sakuna na nangyayari sa ating daan, no? So meron po silang plano, no, sa quick response kapag nagkaroon ng malalaking sakuna katulad ng the big one, no? So pinaliwanag po nila sa amin kung paano magkakaroon ng communication kung magkakaroon ng pagbagsak ng mga cellular sites, no? Kung wala ng signal ng telepono, magkakaroon pa rin, patuloy pa rin ang pag-monitor at pag-communicate ng MMDA sa mga opisina ng local government units sa pamamagitan ng alternative means of communication. Yan po. Napakaganda po, no? Nakita namin yung kung paano kanina, no, hindi naman sasabihin natin na sinuwerte, nagkaroon kami ng pagkakataon na makakita ng an accident, a vehicular accident as it happens, no, sa bandang elliptical road sa Commonwealth at nagbanggaan ang isang car, no, isang kotse at isang motorsiklo na nakasakay ang dalawang tao. And pagka mga ganitong pangyayari ay kitang-kita nila kung sino ang may kasalanan, no? Pagka nagkakaroon ng demandahan, no, for damages, sa MMDA makakakuha kayo ng ebidensya para maipagtanggol nyo ang inyong mga sarili. So it is a state-of-the-art monitoring system of our streets in Manila. So congratulations sa MMDA sa inyong superior technology. Yan. Okay, so ngayong araw na to, ang dollar to the peso ay 54.41. The peso is getting stronger. No? Nung June 25, nung last part of June ay ito ay 55 pesos. So lumakas ng kaunti ang peso, no? So ito ay isang magandang balita. Ayan. Okay. So laman laman ng mga social media accounts, yan, ng even the mainstream media, no, ang balita tungkol sa International Criminal Court. Yan, pinag-uusapan ng maraming tao yan, ang ICC. Pero bago tayo mag-diskusyon tungkol sa ICC, mali ba ang ICC? Ano ba ang dapat na naging response ng ating bansa sa ICC? Ay alamin muna natin, no, kung ano ang ICC. Yan. So tingnan natin. So babasahin ko po sa inyo ang aking research tungkol sa ICC, no? Ang ICC, ang ibig sabihin po niyan ay International Criminal Court. Yan. Ang International Criminal Court ay nag-iimbestiga, no? When warranted, where warranted. Ibig sabihin ay kung may sapat na dahilan. Yan. Ito ay lumilitis, no, ng mga individuals, no, mga tao, charged with the gravest crimes of concern to the international community. Ano ba itong mga krimen na ito? Genocide. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng genocide? Yung willful na pagpatay sa isang grupo ng mga mamamayan. Halimbawa ay pagpatay sa isang race, no? O pagpatay sa isang ano ba to? Clan or group, no? Genocide, war crimes, no? Kasi meron po dapat na engagement. Kahit pa man mayroong gera, ay mayroong rules of engagement. So yung mga war crimes po ay mga krimen na nangyayari sa kasagsagan or during war, no, sa kasagsagan ng gera, no? So war crimes, crimes against humanity, yan, and crimes of aggression. Yan po ang mga concerns ng International Criminal Court, no? As a court of last resort, ano ba ibig sabihin ng court of last resort? Ang International Criminal Court po ay deals with cases na hindi inaasikaso ng local or yung mga korte, yung justice system ng mga bansa kung saan sila nangyayari, no? So kung ang kaso ay hindi pinapansin, hindi binibigyan ng tamang kaukulang pansin sa mga bansa kung saan sila nangyayari, ang International Criminal Court po will take up the cause and do the investigation and trial, no? So as a court of last resort, it seeks to complement, not replace national courts governed by an international treaty called the Rome Statute, no? So ang sabi nila is it does not seek to complement, it does not seek to replace but to complement. Pero usually po pagka ang mga local courts are competent, and there's no need for the International Criminal Court. Okay. So it is governed, the ICC is governed by an international treaty called the Rome Statute. So ito po ay tratado o agreement, no, ng mga bansa, no, na magkaroon ng isang korte na lilitis sa mga krimen, no, sa bawat sa mga iba't ibang bansa, no? So ano ba itong Rome Statute, no? The Rome Statute of the International Criminal Court is the treaty that was established the International Criminal Court. It was adopted at the diplomatic conference in Rome, Italy. Kaya po ang tawag ay Rome Statute, no? on July 17, 1998. Medyo bago po ito, no? 1998. And it entered into force on July 1 of 2002, no? As of November 2019, mayroon pong 123 na bansa nakasali sa international sa Roman Statute, no? So, ang 123 countries na ito po are state parties to the Rome Statute, and out of the 123 countries, 33 are in African states. Marami, no? Marami from African states. Bakit kaya? No? We can surmise that kaya maraming sumali sa Rome Statute sa mga African states is that, well, maybe because their local courts, no, are they deem that the local courts are not competent, no, or do not pay so much attention to the crimes that are under the jurisdiction of the International Criminal Court, no? So 33 African states, 19 are Asia Pacific states, 18 are from Eastern Europe, 28 are from Latin America and the Caribbean states, and 25 are from Western European and other states. Okay, so bibigyan ko po kayo ng mga ehemplo or example of those countries na miyembro ng Rome Statute. Okay? Ano, sino ba ang mga miyembro nito? Ang United Kingdom, miyembro, no? Australia, Canada, Denmark, Finland, ang France, Germany, and Italy are also members. Japan, New Zealand, Spain, and Switzerland. Yan po ay ilan lamang sa miyembro ng Rome Statute. Okay? Ang United States of America, curiously, ay hindi kasali. No? Hindi rin kasali ang Russia at ang China. No? Ngayon, ang Pilipinas ba ay miyembro ng Rome Statute? Okay? The Philippines signed the Rome Statute on December 28, 2000. So, by that year, ay naging miyembro po ang Pilipinas. And it ratified the Rome Statute on August 30, 2011. Ngayon, pagkatapos niyan, no, ay noong March 17, 2018, ang Pangulo noon na si Presidente Rodrigo Duterte ay nag-notify o napasabi sa United Nations Secretary General na ang Pilipinas ay umaayaw o nagwi-withdraw from ICC's Rome Statute. No? And pagkatapos nitong notification ni Presidente Duterte at that time, noong 2018, ay ang withdrawal ay naging took into effect, naging final, no, after 1 year of notification. Yan. So as of now ay hindi na tayo miyembro ng Rome Statute, no? So tama ba na tayo ay maging under the scrutiny of the International Criminal Court? Ang sabi, no, na ang scope ng investigation ay yung mga taon na tayo ay miyembro ng ICC, yan, ng Rome Statute, yan. So bakit pa nangyari ito, no? The scale of the drug war killings prompted the then ICC prosecutor 𝗕𝗪ន់, naalala niyo si 𝗕𝗪ន់, no? Galit na galit tayo sa kanya, no? To announce in February 2018 the opening of a preliminary examination over the deaths, no? The deaths during the drug war, many of which are linked to extrajudicial killings. Ayan na naman yung term na phrase na EJK, no? Or extrajudicial killings in the course of police and anti-drug operations. In May 2021, following her analysis of these crimes, Bensouda requested the court's authorization to open an investigation into the situation in the Philippines. Yan. The ICC pre-trial chamber authorized the opening of the investigation in September of 2021. Okay? In November 2021, the Philippine government asked the ICC prosecutor to defer the investigation. So nag-request tayo, stop muna ang investigation, claiming that national authorities have begun their own investigation. So sinabi natin, wag muna kayong mag-imbestiga kasi kami ay gagawa ng aming investigasyon. Okay? Investigation into cases of extrajudicial killings attributed to policemen during the drug war. Okay? Upon receipt of the request, the prosecutor, so si Fatou Bensouda na yun, no, temporarily suspended investigative activities pending his assessment of the request. It was already Karim Khan, no, na napalitan na si Fatou Bensouda during that time. In June 2022, the court's current prosecutor, Karim Khan, asked the ICC judges for authorization to resume his investigation, noting that the Philippine government had not substantiated its deferral request and that the domestic proceeding referenced did not sufficiently mirror the court's investigation. Magkaiba ang finding or hindi sila satisfied sa investigasyon na ginawa ng ating mga sariling investigador. Okay? So on January 26, 2023, no, a few months ago, a pre-trial chamber of the International Criminal Court authorized the court's prosecutor to resume his investigation into the situation in the Philippines. So yung dinifer muna, sinuspend na investigation, ngayon ay uumpisahan ulit. No? So on February 3, 2023, the Philippine government filed its notice of appeal. So tayo ay umapila, no, against pre-trial chamber authorization. Okay? But on March 27, 2023, the appeals chamber rejected the request of the Republic of the Philippines for suspensive effect of pre-trial chamber 1's decision. So ni-reject ng ICC yung ating appeal, no, para ihinto ang investigasyon. Ayan. So nasa na tayo ngayon, no? So kanina ay nagkaroon ng news. Actually, this was yesterday, dated yesterday, no? So today, this afternoon, no? 4:20 p.m. nakalagay sa dito ay sa mainstream media, ICC denies PH government appeal and will resume drug war probe. So it says that the news article says that the International Criminal Court appeals chamber on Tuesday, today, denied the appeal of the Philippine government against the resumption of the investigation into the controversial war on drugs. Yan. This was announced by presiding judge Mark Perrin de 𝗕𝗵𝗂𝗴𝗲𝗀 during an open court hearing in the Netherlands. Before I address the merits of the appeal, I would like to state that it is rejected by the appeal chamber by majority and that the impugned decision is therefore confirmed, 𝗕𝗵𝗂𝗴𝗲 said. Okay, Solicitor General Menardo Guevara had said that the Philippines can no longer file an appeal with this decision. Hindi na tayo pwede mag-apila. Talagang tuloy-tuloy na ang investigasyon ng ICC sa sinasabing crimes na nangyari sa war on drugs during the term of President Duterte. Guevara said that the ICC could also indict certain individuals over killings in the drug war if there is sufficient evidence. We will go to that later, no? All right. So Justice Secretary Jesus Crispin Remulla, however, said that the country will not comply if the ICC issues an arrest warrant against individuals over killings in the drug war. Yeah? Okay? So pagka nilitis, no, at napatunayan na guilty, ay mag-i-issue ng arrest warrant ang ICC. Paano aarestuhin? Ang tanong natin ay, paano kaya aarestuhin ng ICC yung mga tao na kanilang napatunayan na guilty sa mga krimen? No? Sila ba ay pupunta dito? Okay. Anong gagawin nila? Paano yun? Kukunin nila ang tao at saan nila ikukulong? No? Yan ay hindi pa natin alam. No? Other Philippine officials, including President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., have said the government will not cooperate with the ICC. Sinabi niya yan, ano? Ang gobyerno ay hindi magko-cooperate with the ICC, reiterating the tribunal has no jurisdiction in the country. Ayan po, no? Sinabi na hindi magko-cooperate. Sinabi ni Presidente Marcos na hindi magko-cooperate ang Pilipinas sa investigasyon. Okay? Under the drug war, at least, ito, no, kiniklaim, no, that 6,200 suspects were killed in the police operations based on government records. And ito ay, sabi ng human rights group, ay marami pa daw kesa dito. No? Okay, so, yun. Ang sabi, bakit nireject ng ICC yung apela, no? For its first ground, the Philippines said the pre-trial chamber erred in finding that the ICC could exercise its jurisdiction on the basis that the country was a state party despite its withdrawal from the Rome Statute, no? Okay? So, it's not, sabi niya, this is not a decision on jurisdiction. Bakit ba tayo ay concerned dito sa pag-iimbestiga at pag-reject ng ating apela sa pag-iimbestiga ng International Criminal Court? Okay? So, ang dahilan po niya, no, at ang sabi ng 𝗕𝗲𝗱 files, okay? 𝗕𝗲 files, no, na sinulat kahapon, ipinablish kahapon, tayo ay concerned dahil ang sabi ng 𝗕𝗲 files ay si Vice President Sara Duterte, no, at dalawa pang senador ay nakasama, no, sa ICC probe documents. Aside from President Rodrigo Duterte, ay pinangalanan si Vice President Sara na kanyang anak at dalawa pang senador sa ICC probe documents. And let me read this to you, no? So, aside from former President Rodrigo Duterte, Vice President Sara Duterte Carpio and two incumbent senators were named in documents submitted to the International Criminal Court investigating the killings related to the drug war during the previous administration and when Duterte was mayor of Davao City. So it goes back, no, to when he was mayor, no? A copy of the documents obtained by 𝗕𝗲 files shows the Vice President's name was mentioned as knowing and approving the killings when she was a city mayor. So, sinasabi, no, ina-allege or pinag-di-umano, no, na si Vice President Sara Duterte ay alam, okay, and inapprove pa ang mga pagpatay nang siya ay city mayor ng Davao. A post that her father held for more than 20 years. Sara was mayor from 2010 to 2013 and from 2016 to 2022. At ito, no, itong mga years na ito ay covered ng membership during that time ng Pilipinas sa Rome Statute. no? A person knowledgeable of the ICC probe said she could be issued a summons from the ICC or by the ICC. If she would not comply with the summons, she would be issued a warrant of arrest. All right? It's a summon ang ating Vice President, and if she does not comply, mag-i-issue ng warrant of arrest. Ibig sabihin siya ay aarestuhin. Okay? This is the first time the name of Sarah was mentioned in the documents relevant to the ICC investigation. All right, but before we proceed, let us greet those who are with us tonight. Ferdinand Enriquez, magandang gabi sa iyo. Bong Paz, maganda. Oh, good morning daw. Good morning dyan sa Washington DC at good morning or Virginia ba? At good evening dito sa amin sa Pilipinas. Roxanne Costo, good evening. Sepi Sabala, good evening sa iyo. All right. Maneka Herse Tolentino, magandang gabi. Magandang gabi din sa iyo. Argus Roy, magandang gabi sa iyo. Argus Roy is watching from Saudi Arabia. Al Garcia, magandang gabi. Okay? Sabi ni Argus Roy, if my memory serves me right, na-appoint po si Miriam Defensor Santiago dyan sa ICC dati. I will have to jog my brain cells for that. Okay? Sabi ni Yodge, okay, nag-skip, sorry. Sabi ni Yodge Agali, good evening, Doc. Kailan ba tayo nag-back out sa ICC? It was in 2018 when President Rodrigo Duterte filed a notice sa United Nations na tayo ay kakalas or hihiwalay or magwi-withdraw sa Rome Statute. Okay? Sabi ni Argus Troy, kung nag-declare ang Philippine government na walang jurisdiction ang ICC sa Philippines, then dapat tayo manindigan sa bagay na yan. Well, talagang dapat ay manindigan tayo, no? At sinabi na rin ng ating Justice Secretary Remulla at even the President himself that we will not cooperate with the ICC investigation. So I think that the word of the Justice Secretary and especially the President of the Philippines should have weight, no? So atin tingnan kung ating maaasahan ang mga pronouncements na yan. Okay? So sinagot ni Maneka Herse Tolentino si Yodge time ni PRRD. Okay. Sabi ang tanong ni Hayward Gomez, at sino naman ang aaresto kay Vice President? Ayan, hindi natin alam ang mga mechanics dyan. But if she does not answer the summons, then sinabi sila ng warrant of arrest or something, no? Okay, so paano mangyayari yan? Hindi natin alam ang mga technical details niyan. Watching from Las Piñas, Ana Carlos Alegre, and then Joy, magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Sa inyong pareho at sa inyong lahat, pati sa inyong mga alagang aso. Pete Maningat, good evening, all from Darwin, Northern Territory. Ayan. Sa Down Under. Kung 2018, itong sabi ni Yodge Agali, kung 2018, edi may jurisdiction pa ang ICC sa mga crimes against humanity na nakomit ng previous administration hanggang 2017. Yes, no, during the time that we were members, then they can claim that they have jurisdiction. Okay. Teka, gumagalaw. Okay. Justice, ano ba ito, gumagalaw? Justice na rin sa mga teenagers na napatay. Well, yung mga teenagers na napatay, hindi pa natin talaga napapatunayan na nagkaroon ng extrajudicial killing, no? At kung meron man, tayo ay nagkaroon ng mga investigasyon at in fact ay may mga nakulong na mga participants dito sa mga krimen na ito, no? Sabi ni Pete Maningat, the revolution must start now. Hinay-hinay tayo sa pag-pronounce, no? Dahil anong klaseng revolusyon ang ibig mong sabihin? Dahil pagka tayo nag-i-incite ng revolusyon ay isang krimen yan, okay? Halatang-halata na may galawang political laban sa mga Duterte. Okay? Maraming nag-iisip ng ganyan, no? Hi, mula kay Bam Sevilla. Hi sa iyo, Bam. At sana ay maganda ang weather dyan sa Ilocos, sa Curimaw. Okay? Hello, Meet Buga. Hello daw. Okay? Hello? Okay, let's see all the other. Okay. So, yan, binabati namin kayo at samahan nyo kami sa susunod na mga roughly half hour, no? So, tuloy natin, no? Ang sabi ng Vera Files. Okay, so mag-i-issue daw ng warrant of arrest laban kay Vice President Sara Duterte, no? So, the Vera Files said that they sent messages to the office of the Vice President and her spokesperson and media officer for her side, but got only an automated reply from the OVP, acknowledging receipt of the email and that it has been forwarded to the concerned unit for appropriate action. Okay. Her spokesperson also acknowledged Vera Files' request sent by text. Vera Files has not received any statement as of 10 p.m. of July 17. Kagabi yun. Okay. Hintay lang kayo, no? Okay. Now, it mentioned that there are two other people who were named in the ICC investigation. At isa dito ay si Christopher Lawrence Go, or ating tinatawag na si Bongo. Alam naman natin ang association and closeness ni Bongo sa ating presidente. So, Senator Christopher Lawrence Bongo, the former president's longtime aide, was mentioned at least 70 times. Excuse me po. And Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa at least 90 times. In a 186-page affidavit by, take note of this, by a person who had knowledge of Duterte's bloody style of governance but failed or but asked not to be identified. Pwede pala yun. Pwede ka palang mag-akusa pero ayaw mong sabihin ang pangalan mo. Okay? Asked not to be identified. Alright? So, how are these people they have the right to answer their accusers. But when your accuser refuses to be identified, how is that? No? Okay. Once included in the investigation, De La Rosa and Go could be issued warrants of arrest by the ICC. Several other names were mentioned in the documents that covered at least 100 killings that happened mostly in Davao City when Rodrigo Duterte was mayor. Itong Vera Files talaga na to, Rodrigo na lang ang tawag sa president. Okay? Kita mo talaga. The ICC announced on July 12 that it will release a judgment on the appeal of the Philippine government against the resumption of the investigation. Ayun na nga, yung today na nga, no? Which it rejected, no? At 10 p.m. or 4 p.m. in Manila on July 18 at The Hague, where the international probe body is headquartered. According to the documents with the ICC during the years when Go served as executive assistant and personal aide to then Davao City Mayor Rodrigo Duterte, he, on several instances, was the one who relayed the former's orders. Okay, so taga-relay ng order ng presidente. or ng mayor to kill the Davao death squad, which was allegedly carrying out the extrajudicial killing for the local chief executive. So in order daw na to kill the killers. Okay? So yan, from a witness who narrated all this but refused to be identified. Okay. Some of the kill orders were unrelated to the anti-illegal drug campaign, and Rodrigo, see, just calls the President Rodrigo. Rodrigo served as Davao City Mayor for 22 years from 1988 to 2016, broken only by years when he held other elective positions, 1998 to 2001, member of the House of Representatives, and 2010 to 2013 as Vice Mayor. The document also contained a report of 2 separate killings which were allegedly ordered by Go and cleared and approved by Mayor Rodrigo Roa Duterte. One was the murder of Primo Niles, driver of businessman John Gaisano, whose wife Ana Niles was one of the suspects in a cash pilferage in Gaisano's business establishment. And the other was the killing of second-hand truck importer Christopher Yu sometime in 2013 to 2014. Go held the powerful position during the Duterte presidency as gatekeeper for the chief executive. Even when he was elected senator in 2019, he was always seen in almost all the activities of the president. 𝗕𝗹𝗱 tried to get the side of Go by email and text, but does not receive any reply as of July 17. All right. Now we go to the second of the 2 other persons, Bato de la Rosa. Okay. De la Rosa was Davao City Police Chief from 2012 to 2013 under the then Mayor Sara Duterte Carpio, who is now the Vice President. He previously held other positions such as Station Commander and Intelligence Division Chief inside Davao City Police Office from 1992 to 1997 when the elder Duterte was the city mayor. In the documents, it was alleged that De La Rosa formed his own death squad to carry out anti-illegal drug operations in Davao. As chief of the Philippine National Police, he presided over Duterte's bloody war on drugs from 2016 up to 2018, which saw the killings of some 30,000, according to the estimate by human rights groups. Police admit to some 6,000 killed in the drug war operation. 𝗕𝗹𝗱 also tried to get the side of De La Rosa but has not received a reply as of July 17. De La Rosa had said that he was not afraid of the ICC investigation as the Netherlands-based court no longer has jurisdiction on the Philippines. However, the police chief turned senator admitted avoiding traveling to countries he perceives to be loyal to the ICC to evade potentially getting arrested should the court issue a warrant for him. Hindi ako takot. Alam ko naman na walang mangyayari dyan kung hindi lang ako lalabas sa ating bansa. Just in case pupunta ako sa ibang bansa at huhulihin ako doon, nandyan na si Senator Francis Tolentino to the rescue. Okay, I think that this was said in jest. Okay, para ma-represent sa akin sa kahaharapin ko. Okay, may magre-represent. All right. Although it lacks police powers, the ICC relies on 123 of its member states to cooperate in enforcing its arrest warrants. Remember that the United States, Russia, and China are not members. Okay, so it's reasonable to say that when you are in the United States, the ICC will not have any jurisdiction over you. Okay? It can also seek the help of the International Criminal Police Organization of the Interpol by issuing a request to its 195 members, 195 member countries, including the Philippines, to arrest a wanted individual. So it is the Interpol, okay, to which the Philippines is a member of, okay, to arrest the wanted individual. Okay? Still, it is entirely subject to Philippine discretion to implement an Interpol request. It is upon the discretion of our country. So if the president says that we will not cooperate, how can the Interpol act on that warrant of arrest, right? ICC approval of investigation in September 2021, the ICC Pretrial Chamber 1 granted the request of former prosecutor 𝗕𝗹𝗴𝗶 to launch a full-blown probe into the alleged crimes against humanity in the Duterte administration's drug war from July 2016 to March 16, 2019. It also allowed the probe to cover the alleged killings and related crimes in the Davao region from November 2011 to June 2016 by the Davao Death Squad. The pretrial chamber is a judicial body in the ICC that permits the court's prosecutor to conduct or resume an investigation. It also issues arrest warrant or summonses to those wanted of crimes against humanity, war crimes, and other international crimes. In her 57-page investigation request, Bensouda named Duterte for ordering the implementation of the drug war and publicly expressing support for the killing of suspected drug personalities. I think that during the early years of the Duterte administration, take this into context, okay? He said to the policemen, if you are acting within the law, then I will support you. That's what he said, no? Okay, she said other officials who use a similar rhetoric included Justice Secretary 𝗕𝗹𝗴𝗲𝗿. Okay, so nakasama ang former Secretary of Justice 𝗕𝗹𝗴𝗲𝗿, who once said that the criminals, the drug lords, drug pushers, they are not humanity. Aguirre denied that he ever said drug lords are not humans. Duterte's first two PNP chiefs, De La Rosa and Ronald Albayalde, were also named. Okay, so General Albayalde was also named. Okay, implementing Duterte's drug war, and Bensouda said that Albayalde, who replaced De La Rosa in April 2018, publicly declared his commitment to continue De La Rosa's drug war upon assuming the top PNP post. Bensouda made the investigation request to the pretrial chamber a month before her term ended on June 15, 2021, with British lawyer Karim Khan succeeding her. Her launching of a preliminary examination into the drug war killing in February 2018 was followed by Duterte's order to withdraw the Philippines as an ICC member, which took effect on March 16, 2019, 1 year after the posting of the notice. Duterte has consistently questioned the jurisdiction of the ICC to investigate him. Okay. So the appeal, in its appeal to reverse the decision of the pretrial chamber, allowing Bensouda's successor, Khan, to resume the drug war investigation on January 26, the government insisted on the ICC's lack of jurisdiction over the Philippines because it has ceased being a member since March 17, 2018. Invoking the principle of complementarity, where the ICC may exercise jurisdiction only when domestic legal system fail to do so, or a state is unwilling or unable to genuinely carry out proceedings, the government cited a few cases that have found guilty policemen who were involved in extrajudicial killings in drug operations such as the murder of 17-year-old 𝗕𝗹𝗴𝗲𝗿 in 2017. However, the appeals chamber, which hears appeal on decisions on jurisdiction on admissibility, was not impressed, saying the Philippine courts only address the physical low-ranking perpetrators and at present do not extend to any high-ranking officials. Ibig sabihin, wala silang bilib sa ating mga investigasyon at ating mga korte. If the July 18 decision upholds the pretrial chamber's January 26 ruling, Khan would be allowed to continue the investigation until he reaches the stage of formally identifying suspects to be charged in the full-blown case. In that eventuality, international law expert 𝗕𝗹𝗴𝗲𝗿 said the chamber's decision is final and can no longer be appealed or amended. President Marcos has said he will not cooperate in the ICC probe until the issue of jurisdiction is resolved. So may conditionality pa pala ito until the issue of jurisdiction is resolved. Okay? So I thought that it was flat out not cooperating, but meron pa siyang catch until the jurisdiction is resolved. So how is this going to end? Okay? When the investigation commences and proceeds, and it is a possibility that they will issue a warrant of arrest or Vice President and other personalities involved, including Vice President Rodrigo Duterte. Okay? So let's see how this thing unfolds. But right now, this is triggering many people, especially the supporters of the Vice President, and they think that this has something to do with the possibility of the Vice President being the front runner in the next presidential election, and maybe, and there is a big possibility that the Vice President may win. And they say, they interpret this recent development in the ICC as a means to discredit the Vice President. So again, some people read political motivation behind the inclusion of Vice President Sara Duterte's name in the investigation of the ICC. Now, we will have to wait for any statement from the Vice President's office, and also from the office of the two other mentioned senators, Senator Go and Senator De La Rosa. Right? All right, let's go back to the comments of our audience. Right, let me. All right. Hindi sila makamove on kay Duterte. Mukhang malalim ang sugat ang idinulot kay Uncle Sam. All right. So some people are interpreting this as an American-sponsored move, no, against the Dutertes. We don't know, no. Sabi ni Pete Maningat, not identified, what a simp and a coward. I don't know, no? Is the testimony of somebody who refuses to be identified valid? Okay, sabi ni Ana Carlos Alegre, always so good to hear a voice of reason and sentido come on from you. Thank you, Ana. You're really a friend. All right. Manny Felonia, galawang dilawan yan dahil si Lenlen ay kulelat pa sa senatorial circle. Okay, I'm not sure if I get the former vice president has to do with this. Kaya ini-involve si Vice President Sara sa kaso dahil hindi tatalunin ni Lenny sa presidential election si Vice President Sara. I don't think that the former vice president is thinking of running again for president. Okay, never. There's no history. No, history has taught us that you cannot run twice for a position and win eventually. No one has done that in the history of the Philippines. Okay, Argus Roy, I wonder, magbago kaya ang ihip ng hangin sa mga issue na yan kung maging presidente si Trump? We don't know. Let's see, no? Malalaman natin pagka nagkaroon ng election ang Estados Unidos. Okay? Tristan Wyatt Gulay, okay, he sent 3 yellow hearts. Ang impression ng iba ay, well, the Democrats, no, are favoring, no, because of their politics, are favoring talaga the investigation of President Duterte because they do not countenance. They do not tolerate the politics. They do not agree with the politics of the former president. Yan. Yodge Agali, ang sama niyan kung hindi mag-cooperate ang PBBM administration, lalabas BBM is harboring criminals. Okay, remember that it is just investigation. Okay, innocent until proven guilty. So, hindi pa kriminal ang Presidente Duterte, hindi pa kriminal si Vice President Sara Duterte, hindi pa kriminal si Bongo, si Bato de la Rosa at iba pa na sinabi sa testimonya ng isang tao na refused to be named. Okay? Anonymous testimony. Alright. So, hindi sila kriminal. Hindi pa kriminal. Walang paglilitis. Investigation pa rin. Ikaw ba, no? Well, hindi natin tinatawag na kriminal ang hindi pa napupruweba na guilty already. No? At madadamay tuloy siya sa kaso. Ang tindi ng impact ng kasongbian. Ano yung kasongbian? Ni Duterte. Okay. O, wag kayong mag-away. Nagalit si Jerry Reyes sa komento. Okay? At si Maneca Hercy Tolentino din. Okay, nagalit. Okay. It's 3 minutes. So, ako pa naman ay meron pa akong ibang i-discuss. Ito ay napaka timely, no? Ito tungkol sa mental health. But I think that we have to talk about mental health some other time because it affects, no? It's a very timely topic because of all the things that are happening in our country and our exposure to social media, and people are fighting because of their political beliefs and convictions. Then a lot of people get aggrieved, and I know some people who tell me I cannot sleep last night because of the things that I have been reading in social media. So I think that it is timely that we discuss how to protect our mental health next time. Promise, no? So, hanggang dito na lamang po. At yan ang ating balita ngayong araw na to. Tingnan natin. This is an evolving topic. At tingnan natin kung paano ito, kung saan ito tutungo sa mga susunod na araw. Hanggang dito na lang po, mga kaibigan. If you like this episode, please like and share. At abangan po ninyo ang mga susunod na programa dito sa DZRJ. At bukas po ay abangan nyo rin po ang ating mga kasama na si Atty. Darwin Cañete at si Atty. 𝗕𝗹𝗴𝗏𝗀. Sa Thursday, si Papi Mark Lopez. At sa Friday ay surprise. Ayan. Okay? So magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Kahit na ang balita ay hindi maganda, I hope that we will all sleep well. Bye!
Pugad Vloggers, ang kurap titirisin, salot sa bayan wawalisin, walang sasantuhin, ang saya-saya nakakabaliw, kasama natin ang tropang Pugad Vloggers.